1278 D1 backstage here at The Last Dance, and we've managed to grab a few minutes with Scott Mills here. Evening, Scott. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm fine, thanks.
Excellent. Welcome to Derby. Incidentally, I'm here with Tom Corker, Mr. VP Comms. Say hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Is he the one that just graduated?
Yes, he is. He has just graduated. Tell him what you just graduated in, please. The first time in my life I've got a posse. Nice.
I have to graduate in product design, but it looks like I'm the celebrity now. I'm not Scott, but let's turn the attention back.
So we've heard you do plenty of interviews yourself, Scott. But is this the first time you've been interviewed?
The first time I've been interviewed? No, sadly not. I hate being interviewed, but however, this is different because you seem to be quite nice. You're obviously not going to ask me any kind of Jeremy Paxman style questions. No, I think this will be fine. Just carry on.
So, have you always only done radio? Have you just had a really down-to-earth job beforehand? Like a brickie or something?
I've done radio since I was 16. So yeah, I've never had a proper job, to be honest.
It's overrated having a proper job. You've not missed out.
Yeah, but I'm quite scared now because, as the years move on, what am I going to do next? Do you know what I mean? Because this is all I know. I've never had a paper round or anything. So maybe in 2 years. I'll be on Ram FM maybe in 2 years.
You used to work for that network once upon a time, huh? I gather.
Yeah, a long time ago. Not on Ram FM. It was on GWR Bristol, yeah, it was. In fact, I met some people from GWR Bristol this week, and they're very nice. That was a long time ago. It was back in the day when I was young and fresh-faced and new to the industry, which I'm not now, sadly.
I gather when you were new, fresh-faced and new to the industry, that you managed to get the first interview with Robbie Williams. Is that true? When he quit from Take That?
Oh yeah, you've obviously read my CV.
Yeah, the BBC it's marvellous. I tell you now.
Remember when Robbie left Take That? There was that whole thing, and I got the first interview with them because they wanted to do an interview. I was working in Manchester at the time, and they wanted to do the first interview with their local station. So yeah, I managed to bag that. Only because Steve Peck was on holiday.
So you say you've been radio since you've been 16, but did you ever do the mobile DJ circuit beforehand?
Yes, when I was 13, and it was very lucrative. I got £15, and I used to play a singles night for old people. Back in the day, in Southampton, where I'm from, and it was horrible because you used to see loads of old people copping off with each other every week. It was disgusting.
Did they do tongues?
Yeah, it was worse than that, believe me. But that was my first kind of mobile DJ gig, and it's £15 is a lot of money when you're 14. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I did do that. Yes, I have done that.
So, well, we would like to revive now for you a few typical DJ phrases, which we're also going to give away because you've signed the sheet with the phrases on as well, with on Dusted, the magazine here at Derby Uni. So, if you could please, in your best DJ voice, run through my 3 phrases that I've prepared. So, starting with number 1, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the buffet is now available. I'll play some background music while you're eating.
Round of applause, please, folks, for number 1. There we go.
It says on the script while you're eating, but you have to cross off the G and put N apostrophe.
You mean what? While you're eating?
While you're eating.
While you're eating. Nice. Right, and number 2, this is kind of like after they've eaten. Number 2.
Here we go. Wedding, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I've done these. Oh, there's some feedback. Can we please have the bride and groom on the dance floor? It's time for the first dance. Give them a big hand as they get up, folks.
Big hand for the bride and groom. There we go. Yes. Bride and groom. Yeah. Nice. And finally, for the end of the night, number 3.
You have to distort the microphone at this point, so I'll just put you ready. Have a safe journey home, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave you with Krista Burke and the lady in red. Thank you. Loving your work.
Right, so having singers of...
Ask me some more questions.
You want more questions? You're loving this, aren't you? Ego trip, yes. So, everyone has their ups and downs of their job. What have been your best and worst moments on air ever?
Oh, dear. My best moment probably was, in terms of, I can't believe I'm doing my job, was probably the Robbie Williams concerts that we did. We covered them at Nebworth. Yeah, which is amazing. Because
you were mentioned actually in his book, the recent one by Chris Heath. Yeah, I read it before Crimbo. Yeah, you and Sarah Cox are in it.
I think probably Sarah Cox is in it. I doubt I mentioned.
She's in it because they flirt a lot, but you're in it as well.
Also, the Robbie interview that I did recently was like, I don't think that I'm that good at interviews, but I think that interview was really good, so I was quite pleased with that. And also the Robbie concerts that we did, we all worked together as a team, and it was great. And probably in terms of the best radio I've done, I think that was, as a team, was the best thing that we've done. We all came away from it going, that was amazing. No other station can do that in the world, and I've not really had that since or before. So yeah, that was it. That's what I mean about Radio 1. Sometimes you have a realization of like, oh my god, this is like, no one else can do this. It doesn't happen that often, but like, because like most other stations, generally you sit in a box every day and you play records, and you don't really think about it, and you could be on any station. But then stuff like that happened, and it makes you realise, this is really big time. And that, for me, that was one of the things that made me just stop and think about what I'm actually doing.
So everyone has kind of a persona that they give to the whole of the world. How much of you, when you're on air, do you give over?
I give all my my kind of crap things that I do, because I'm kind of crap. I'm quite disorganised, and I'm no good with technology and all that kind of stuff. I mean, and I don't know anything about sport. So those are probably the things that people will recognise about me most on the air. But, I like to try and think that people would know me a bit from listening to me every day. I don't know everything, because I'm actually quite quiet and quite shy, so I don't really give that across. But all the bits that I would say that do come across are, he's a bit of a Nancy boy, really, isn't he? And he can't cook, and he doesn't know about sport, and he admits his mistakes. I quite like that. I think there's a lot of DJs that are just kind of a bit I don't know.
Sort of like don't really give an honest version of themselves on there.
Yeah, there's loads of DJs like that, but on Radio 1, I think generally most people are honest about what they're like, and maybe they're just animated versions of themselves. But I like to think that, I can discuss all my crap areas with the listeners. I quite like that.
Johnny Vaughan always strikes me as a person that doesn't give a real version of himself. It's like I saw him recently. I don't know whether or not we'll stick this in, but I saw him recently on this documentary thing, and he was speaking as his real self, and he sounded sort of more like Prince William more than Johnny Vaughan.
You find him a bit arrogant on the air?
On the air I did. I never used to on the Big Breakfast. I always thought it was better on that. Pretty much in the same way that I thought Chris Evans was better on the Big Breakfast than he is on it.
We're talking about the 90s, aren't we? Maybe they haven't transformed into... I don't know. It's hard to know, because I think he was very good on television, very good. But when I hear him on the radio, I just think he sounds very smug and very arrogant and very conceited. And people don't no one listens to him anymore. So, but I hope he does very well.
Of course. We couldn't get you here this evening without asking you your memories of John Peel, if you have any, of course, because any student from the past 40 years was pretty much gutted when they heard that he died last year.
Obviously, my only memory of John Peel is as you were, I remember listening to him under the bed sheets when I was 12, 13. Apart from that, I had one really drunk night with him, which I'm really pleased about, because because at Radio 1, sometimes the daytime people kind of know each other and get on with each other, but with people like John or whoever it is who's on at night time, you don't see them. It's like working a day shift and a night shift. It's completely different. But I remember my producer at the time was like, "Oh, come along to John's birthday party, blah blah," and I had a hilarious evening with him, drinking red wine and just sharing some old, hilarious, cheesy Radio 1 stories. And after we were in Glasgow when it all happened, and I felt quite pleased that I just spent just that one night with him, and that's all that I have. It's but it was good, really nice. He was hilarious, and I didn't, because I'm a total mainstream DJ, I didn't know what he would think about me, but he totally was nice to me, and he just chatted about Tony Blackburn and Noel Edmonds and just dressing up as a Womble at the Radio 1 Roadshow, and I felt that I kind of bonded with him just for one evening. So that's my only experience.
To finish off with, we would like some quick fire questions. Would you like to start this off, Tom?
Right. Number one. Chris Miles or Terry Wogan?
Chris Moyles.
But of course, who else? Number 2, boxers or thong?
What?
Boxers or thong, your preference. Take it how you like.
Oh, boxers.
Yeah, I can't read the second one. Right, number 3, we've got MTV or is that VH1?
Yeah.
Nearly missed it then.
MTV.
Rather watch football or rather watch the soaps?
Soaps.
Right, number 5, Big Brother or I'm a Celebrity?
That's difficult. See, they're equally good and equally shit. So, Big Brother when it's great, and I'm a Celebrity is a good show. That's a very hard question. I would go for. I think I'm a Celebrity is more consistent because it's not on as much.
Club or pub?
Pub.
Gatecrasher or Glastonbury?
Oh God. What now? Glastonbury, because I went to Gatecrasher like years ago, and it's like 5 people there now. It's not. I went to my first Glastonbury last year, and I quite enjoyed it. It was raining so much though, and I didn't bring any wellies. And I messed my trainers up, which really annoyed me. But I would say definitely Glastonbury more than Gatecrasher. Yeah.
Are you one of these people that are gutted that there isn't going to be one next year?
No, I'm not that bothered. But I'd rather go to Glastonbury than Gatecrasher.
Pretty impressive, that. Right, favourite tune of all time?
God, you can't ask a DJ that kind of question. I would probably say "I'm Too Sexy," Right Said Fred.
Well, bearing in mind that you can't ask a DJ that question, Tom, number 9.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a similar response. But favourite album of all time?
The Greatest Hits, Right Said Fred.
Nice. Didn't they only have 2? And finally, early breakfast or drive time?
Hello. Early breakfast.
Early breakfast, my God.
Actually, we have got an 11th question because one of a long line of celebrities we've interviewed this year. Who else we've had? We've had Cheeky Girls, wasn't there? Yeah, Cheeky Girls.
So small, it's break time.
Moose T, and we had Natalie Portman as well. But every time we always have to ask. Yeah, we always have to ask the same question. Who is better looking, me or Alex?
My little brother.
It would be dark.
On that note, I'll take it on, winner. Right, one final thing. We've really enjoyed having you at Grad Ball, but we also have Mabel, which surprisingly enough takes place in May. Yeah, it does what it says in the tin. But any up and coming actors here, do you reckon, for Mabel?
It is quite cheap. And also Chesley Hawkes, right? Jason Donovan brings his own cheese, and he actually goes on stage. I've done quite a lot of student balls. He goes like, "Hi there, I'm Jason Donovan," and he actually brings a piece of cheese and goes, "This is me, and here's my hits," and he'll do all of them. He'll do Too Many Broken Hearts. He'll do Any Dream Will Do. He'll do all of them.
Well, at the moment, we're looking at Kasabian and Trevor Nelson.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good lineup. Yeah, do that. Honestly, just but if you're going for Kasabian and Trevor Nelson, Trevor is a particularly good turn. He's a very nice man, and he's actually very good, very good. I would book him. Kasabian is good, yes. Yeah. But if you're gonna go down the kind of cheesy road, then get Jason Donovan because he's value for money. He'll do like 3 hours.
Alright, there's no more left to say. Thank you for joining us and welcome to Derby, Scott Mills.
Thank you very much.